Well, hello, ladies, gentlemen, boys, and girls of all ages. Bang the Monkey back again with another unboxing video, this time of Marvel Superheroes Play Boosters. Okay, so we have one box of Play Boosties. We had just opened a collector booster box yesterday, and well, it's the thick of pre-release weekend. I was able to score myself a Play Booster, plus my LGS happily shared with me some promo packs to open from Strixhaven, which I love. So one foil and one promo pack. This will be our dessert after we get through our main course. Okay, so like I said, I really wasn't planning to get any product from Marvel. I thought that okay, Universes Beyond is a little bit beyond for me, but I was tempted to get a collector booster, tried it, and I found that it was full of flavor, so it's pretty good. And really, there's a lot of good cards in here, so I wanted to get at least a bit of the product just so that I have a base for my collection. And when I put together some new decks, at least I have this already to begin with. And I'm actually a big fan of Marvel. I've been reading comics since I was 7, 8 years old, so this is definitely for me something that interests me. So why don't we just get right to it? 30 packs of goodness, 14 cards each. Okay, here we go. So we have Chala, Wolverine, and the Scarlet Witch. So I'll put that over here, just a little bit out of frame. Okay, here we go. First pack. Let's start with Chala over here. Okay, let me just move this a little bit here, make some space, make sure that we're able to have all of our cards in view. Okay, easy. Open pull tab. These are they made in the US or are they made in Japan? So we know where to start. So this was made in Japan. Right. Okay. I think now that even the Japan packs have the good stuff in the back. So let's just go through it. Okay, Rocks and Brutes. Yeah. Let's put that over here. Agent of Atlas. Agents of Hydra. Okay, lots of agents. Shield. Okay. Stark Industries Executive. So these are just like, from a flavor perspective, these are like the supporting organizations in Marvel recently. Call Damage Control, Futurist Forge. Okay, we have White Tiger, Ava Ayala. I actually was not familiar with this character, but watching Daredevil, that's the only time that I started to see this particular character. Okay, 2 to cast Legendary Human Hero, 2/2 power up, put a 1/1 counter on White Tiger. Create the Tiger God, a legendary 4/4 green cat god. Creature token with Tiger God can be blocked by more than one creature. Okay, that's cool. Speedball, New Warrior. Speedball, where's this? From New Mutants? Way back in the 80s, right? Yeah, I was able to read a couple of those cards too. Okay, we have Luke Cage. Power Man, for the cast. Unbreakable Skin. Attacks alone gets +2/+0 and gains indestructible 10 a turn. So he's a 2/5. Okay, for our first mythic, we have a Castle Doom. So this is a land, tap for colorless, then you can tap, add mana of 1 color, spend this only to cast an artifact spell. Pay 3, sacrifice an artifact, create a 3/3 colorless robot villain, artifact creature token known as Doombot. Activate only the sorcery. I was able to get a Doom in the collector booster box, so okay, good synergy there. So first rares, we have a second rare, it is Wolverine Fierce Fighter. Okay, for the cast, legendary mutant berserker hero, 3/5 haste, enters, fights up to 1 target creature, and if damage would be dealt instead, that damage is dealt, but all other damage already dealt to him is healed. Okay, so only gets hurt 1 at a time, I guess. Okay, so second rare, and then we have Falcon Winged Wonder in foil. Okay, I think this is one of the better uncommons if I'm not mistaken. So nice to have that in foil. And then we have a land. Okay, and a token. Okay, let's soldier on. Pack 1, pretty good. We had 2 rares. and rares that I like. Okay, so next up we have Panther Pounce, Ninja of the Hand, Wakandan Drone Flock, Machinesmith Automaton, Go Nuts, Go Nuts with Squirrel Girl over there, Blazing Crescendo, Undercover Scroll. Yikes. Okay. Mr. Fantastic Reed Richards. For the cast 2/4 reach, whenever one or more tokens you control enter, you may draw a card. Okay, there's no limitation for once only a turn, so that's pretty cool. That could be useful. We have a Baxter Building for land. And then we have Yellow Jacket, Heartless Marauder, 1/2 flying. Whenever another villain you control enters, Yellow Jacket gets +1/+0 and gains lifelink. Okay. Doc Samson, Super Psychiatrist. Who the hell is this? I don't even know who this character is. 3/6 Gamma Doctor Hero. Huh? So, maybe a variant of Hulk. If you would put one or more counters on a permanent you control, put that many +1 of each of those kinds of counters on that permanent set. So you basically double anything that comes in, or you add 1, and you can tap X of any one card, where X is Doc Samson's power. Okay, that seems to be an interesting card. Okay, we have Unbeatable Squirrel Girl in the regular art. So I think this is a good card. I was able to get the special thing like with the name in the back in foil. Beautiful card. But this is probably going to be a good card as well. Nice Squirrel Girl over there. Okay, Hydra Troopers in foil, Fisk Tower, and a wall. Okay, so I think that's a good pack there. Interesting Doc Samson. I'm sure there's this could go well in a couple of decks that I have. Okay, here we go. Next up, we have Stolen Stark Tech, Atlantis Attacks, Brave Brawler, Depower, Super Speed, Gorilla. Okay, that's pretty good. 2 to cast, Ape Soldier Hero, 2/2, reach, sacrifice creature, destroy target non-creature artifact or non-creature enchantment, activate only as a sorcery. Okay, we have a full art non-foil common, Blazing Crescendo. Okay, uncommon, we start with Kang, Temporal Tyrant, for the cast in Dimir, 3/4, whenever it attacks, he connives. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Okay, then we have Hex Magic, Sorcery Arcane, 3 to cast, exile all cards from your hand and draw that many cards. Till the end of your next turn, you may play cards exiled this way. That's pretty cool. I like that. Justice, Vance Astrovic. Okay, this one I have no idea who this is. So 3 to cast, Legendary Mutant Hero, 2/2 flying. When Justice enters turn, up to 1 target non-land, non-token permanent to its owner's hand. Whenever another non-land permanent you control is returned to its owner's hand, put a 1/1 counter on Justice. Okay. Quake, Agent of Shield. Okay, this one we've seen already. For the rare, we have Sentry, the Golden Guardian. So for the cast, Human Hero, 5/5, Flying, Vigilance, Indestructible. And when it enters, target opponent creates the Void, a legendary 5/5 black horror villain creature token with Flying, Indestructible, and the Void attacks each combat available. Basically, it's goated. Okay, cool. Cool to have this in my collection now. Nice. No mythic so far, but I think we've gotten some very good rares here. Okay, then we have foil, Depower, borderless land, and a villain token. Okay, moving on to the next pack. So far, yeah, we have a lot of good stuff here, a lot of good flavor from Marvel. Nice to see that. We got Hydras, we got Shield, we got Stark Industries. Okay, Hydra Infiltration, Helicarrier Strike, Widow's Bite, Repulsor Blast with Teamwork. So one of the new mechanics here. Wakandan Royal Guard. Okay, we say V nay. 2 to cast, Instant Arcane, Teamwork 2. Counter target spell unless the controller pays 2. Counter that spell unless the controller pays 4 if the spell was cast using teamwork. Okay. Surveillance Room. Moonstone. Harsh Mistress. For to cast Dock Villain 2/4. When you discard a card, you may exile the card from your graveyard. If you do, until the end of your next turn, you may play that card. Okay, nice. Beast Erudite Aerialist. So it's a 3 Simic hybrid. 3/3 as long as you put one or more 1/1 counters on Beast this turn. He has flying. Whenever Beast deals combat damage to player, draw a card. Oh, my stars and garters. Okay, and we have Echo, Perceptive Prodigy. So 3 to cast Human Hero, 1/4 with Vigilance. Pay 1 tap, copy target, activated or triggered ability control from a creature source. You may choose new targets for the copy. I think this would be very useful in a couple of decks. Nice card, good design. And for the rare, we have an Ares, God of War. So 3 to cast, 4/3 God Warrior Villain. He's got a battle axe. He's got a rocket launcher. Ares attacks each combat if able, and whenever a creature, attack creature you control dies, return that card to its owner's hand. Oh, and we have our first mythic coming up. It will be the Coming of Galactus. So it's a 2 black and green saga. First lore counter, destroy up to 1 target non-land permanent. The next one would be each opponent loses 2 life, second and third. And then the fourth one, create Galactus, a legendary 16/16 black elder alien creature token with flying, trample, and whenever Galactus attacks, destroy target land. So far, I've not seen a Galactus token yet, but I would love to get that. Okay, nice. So at least we have our first mythic. I'll put that over here. Wait, sorry, let me just fix the lighting situation out there. Oh, apologies for that. Okay, so hopefully that should be fine. Okay, next up we have a common, the Thing, Ben Grimm, 6 to cast, 7/7 human hero trample. Whenever 1 or more heroes you control deal damage to a player, put 2 1/1 counters on the Thing. Okay, Aim Labs and the Tiger God. So this comes with Ava Ayala as a legendary token, and we have Sturdy Shield on the back. So maybe one of the tokens I got here might have Galactus. Can we just see very quickly? None. Okay, so far none. Okay, we are heading to the middle of the first stack, and I think so far we've gotten some pretty good cards. Not sure of the value, but for me these are nice cards. Very useful. Okay, let's try to get through this faster. Bold Biochemist, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Cruel Alliance, Volcanic Villain. Okay, Restorative Technique, a Vision of Love. Okay, Ultron Drone with power up. Okay, we have Spider-Woman, Secret Agent, 3 and Azorius Hybrid, Spider-Human Spy Hero, 1/4 Flash. When it enters tap target creature and opponent controls, that creature can't become untapped for as long as you control Spider-Woman. Okay, Loki. How do you say this? Lafayson? Lafayson. Okay. 2 to cast, God, Sorcerer, Villain, 2/1. Tap 1. Pay 1, tap. When you next cast an instant or sorcery spell with mana value less than or equal to Loki's power with this turn, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy, and then you can power up for 5. Put 2 1/1 counters on Loki. And Laufey. Yeah, Laufeyson. Okay, Swordsman, Sharp Scoundrel, 2 to cast, Human Hero Villain, 2/2. Another villain you control enters that attach up to 1 target equipment you control to target creature you control, and whenever an creature you control attacks, it connives. Okay, connive is actually quite a good mechanic. Spider-Man to the rescue. So 2 and a hybrid green and white. 3/2 Flash Vigilance. No one dies. When Spider-Man enters, you may tap him. When you do, another target non-attacking creature you control gains indestructible until end of turn. Okay, cool. Okay, for the rare, we have an Arc Reactor in the comic, I suppose, treatment, borderless non-foil. So this is a 5 to cast artifact with Improvise. This artifact enters tapped, and you can tap and add 3 colorless mana. Okay. 5 mana for a 3 colorless mana producing artifact. Not sure if that's good, but okay, it's interesting. Well, the treatment is nice. That I'll have to say. Okay, then we have a Stark Tech in foil, swamp, and a soldier token. All right, let's move on. Let me first move this up. Okay, just so that we have enough space for later. Okay, I think this is pack number 6. Okay, Murdoch's Crusade, Kingpin's Enforcers. Okay, that's a flavor win there. Hero in Training, Atlantean Cavalry, Rapid Rescue, Crimson Operative. Interesting. I don't know who this is. Herbie Scout Unit from Fantastic Four, I think, right? Okay. Then we have War Machine, Legacy of Iron. Flying 1/3, beginning of combat, return another target creature you control gets plus X+0. On the turn where X is War Machine's power. Okay, we have Baron Strucker, Hydra Overlord. Okay, 3 to cast human villain, 2/2 villain spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Whenever another villain you control enters, you may have it connive. Do this only once each turn. And then Evil's Thrall. So who's that? That's Iron Fist and T'Challa, is it? Yeah. 3 to cast. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. If you control a villain with a greater mana value than that creature, gain control of that creature until the end of your next turn instead. Untap that creature, it gains haste until end of turn. Okay, that's interesting. Karza of the Savage Land. Okay. Human Barbarian Hero, 3/2. Look at the top card of your library. Anytime you play lands from your top of your library. And when enters, create Zabu, a legendary 2/2 green cat creature with landfall. Whenever land you control enters, put a 1/1 counter on Zabu. Okay. And we have a second mythic. Nice. Okay, hopefully this is good. Wait, hold on. Let me again try to fix the lighting situation there. Okay. What is it? What do we get? Oh, Multiversal Incursion in the I suppose the comic comic art treatment. So what is this? 7 to cast sorcery. For each non-token creature you control, create a token that's a copy of that creature, except it isn't legendary. Wow. Okay, that's pretty cool. I think that's a pretty cool card. Nice. So great for us to get this. Let's make some space here for the nice special mythic treatment there. Okay. There we go. Okay. Nice. So we have a foil Bullseye, his Guardian Citadel, Red Wing, legendary token, and we have Zabu. There you go. Look at Zabu. It's pretty cute. Okay, moving on. So far we have 2 mythics in what's this 7 packs. We are doing quite well for this box. Hopefully we continue with the trend here, and fingers crossed we get Mind Stone, Web Up, Savage Land Dinosaur. Nice dinosaur. 6 to cast, trampled 7/6 with basic land cycling. Okay, that's useful. Kree Sentinel, Aerial Doombot, Aim Synthoids. Okay, first time for me to see that. Oh, we have Captain Marvel, Spaceborne, which I think is the one before Quasar, right? So 5 to cast, Kree Soldier Hero, Flying Vigilance 4/4. As long as an opponent casts a spell this turn, you may cast spells as though they had flash. Marvel. Okay, we have Titania, Rugged Rumbler. I don't know this character, but it looks like she is beating the crap out of She-Hulk. So 3 to cast, Human Villain, 2 and Golgari. 5/5. Okay, as an additional cost to cast a spell, discard a card or pay 2, and it has War, discard a card or pay 2. And we have Wonder Man, Hollywood Hero. I hope you guys saw the series recently. I thought that was okay. I mean, not the best. Still think Loki is the best there, but This one's pretty good too. 5 to cast, flying, 4/4. Each power-up ability of permanents you control can be activated an additional time. And it has power-up, pay 7, put 2/1/1 counters on Wonder Man. Okay, and we have a Punishing Punch. So that is that lady, Titania, and She-Hulk fighting over there. 3 to cast, instant. Costs 2 less if there are 2 or more creature cards in your graveyard. Target creature you control deals damage equal to twice its power to target creature and opponent controls. Okay, and for the rare, we have a Super Soldier Serum. So this is a 2 to cast aura. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2, has first strike, vigilance, and is a legendary soldier in addition to its other types. Whenever enchanted creature attacks or blocks, attach any number of target equipment you control to it. Might be good for my Cloud commander deck. Nice. Okay, so we'll put that over here. And we have a Crimson Operative in foil. Los Diablos Missile Base. Okay. Insect Clue. It's an insect for Ant-Man. Okay, pack number 8 now. So far, I'm quite happy with what we're getting, and both from a Magic Commander perspective and from a flavor perspective as well. I think it's pretty cool. Okay, Red Room Recruit, Borrow Backup, Moon Knight, Iron Fist, and Luke Cage there. Bold Biochemist, Ant-Man's Army, Hydra Assault Robot. Okay, Giant Growth. There you go. Surveillance Room. Okay, and then we have Agent Maria Hill. 1 to cast, Spy, Human Hero, 2/1. Whenever Maria Hill becomes tapped to pay a teamwork cost, put a 1 counter on her and draw a card. Okay, that seems cool. Then we have Hawkeye, Young Avenger. So this is a 4 to cast, 2/4 Human Archer Hero with reach. If a source you control would deal non-combat damage to an opponent or permanent opponent controls, instead it deals that much plus X, where X is Hawkeye's power. This is pretty good. So I'm currently using a deck for Toph hard-headed teacher, where it's sort of a landfall thing, and I have Tanuk and Sabu Tender, I think, in there to deal damage. So if this is on the board, each landfall would then cost 3 damage per landfall. Wow, this is gonna be insane. So this is like a Fated Firepower sort of card, cheaper to cast, but although it's on a stick. So this is pretty good. I like this one. Okay, Hawkeye, and we have Atuma, Atlantean Warlord. All right, for the cast. So it has an Anthem effect, and whenever one or more merfolk you control attack player, draw a card. Then uncommon is Killmonger, Scourge of Wakanda. So for the cast, Human Mercenary Villain 3/3. When it enters, you may sacrifice another creature. When you do, destroy target non-land permanent opponent controls. And as long as there are 2 or more creature cards in your graveyard, Killmonger gets +2/+1. Cool. And for the rare, we have a Storm Wind Rider. Okay, so we were able to get a souped up version of this. So this is pretty nice. Okay, and we have a Surveillance Room in foil. Forest and a token. All right, let's continue on. Pack number 9. Let's see where we are on this one. Hopefully we can continue the gravy train. Project Deathlock Soldier. Okay, Deathlock. I do remember reading about them before. Wakandan Drone Flock. Hydra Infiltration. Hawkeye's Bow. Whenever a creature becomes tapped, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. I think you can abuse that somehow. Hydraulic Helper. Okay. Super Strength. This is a 5 to cast. Giant creature gets +4/+4, has trample and ward 1. Okay. Ultron Drone. Red Guardian Super Soldier to start the uncommons. Hellcat Undying Vigilante. We have a Photon Blast Barrage. Okay, when you cast a spell, copy it X times. You may choose new targets for each for the copies. Deals 1 damage to target creature. Okay, and we have U.S. Agent John Walker. Cool. All right, 3 silver quill colors. Enters, create a colorless equipment artifact token named Sturdy Shield with equipped creature, gets +1/+2, and equip for 2, attach it to US Agent. Okay, for the good stuff. Oh, we have Mythic number 3. And what do we have? It will be Thor, God of Thunder. Okay, I think this is one of the sort of chase cards for the set. Just a regular version, I think, but still nice to get this. So what does it do? It's a 5 to cast 5/5 God Warrior hero with flying. So when Thor enters, exile target equipment, instant or sorcery card from a graveyard. Until end of your next turn, you may play that card. Then whenever you cast a non-creature spell, Thor deals damage equal to that spell's mana value to any target. That is sick. Yeah, this is great. This is a good card. Glad to have gotten this. Okay, and then we have a full art foiled Spider-Man to the rescue in borderless. Nice. Okay, Spider-Man to the rescue. Nice card. Here we go. So far, we have gotten good stuff in this stack. This is pretty good. I don't think I've ever had like this level of, I would say, good cards either from a flavor perspective or from a value perspective in one stack. That's pretty good. So hopefully we can keep this going. Okay, give me a second here. Again, let me just fix the lighting situation. Apologies for the glare, guys. Okay, so maybe okay, you're just getting a little bit too much glare. Okay, I think that should be okay. All right, here we go. Shield Spy Kit, Trickster's Stratagem, Decoy, Ploy, Hawk Smash. All right. Savage Land Dinosaur, Futurist Forge, Hawk Smash in borderless non-foil, Night Nurse, Healer of Heroes, 3 to cast, 2/1, Flash Lifelink, enters, choose target permanent card in your graveyard that was put anywhere this turn, turn to your hand. Okay. Thirst for Knowledge. Okay. Rick Jones, bitch! Destin's Sidekick, one green to cast. Human Advisor, mill 4 cards, may put here into your hand. And then for the rare, we get a Gleaming Bastion. Okay, so this is one of those, I don't know what you call this land cycle, but this is pretty good. I like this one. Yeah, so I'll put this over here. And oh, we have Mythic number 4. 4 Mythics in 10 packs. And this is gonna be in foil, I think. Is it? And it is Kang the Conqueror. Nice. Okay. No, non-foil. Non-foil though. Oh, we do have a foil rare in the back. So this is a triple rare mythic pack. So that's good. And so can't wait. Before we get to that, Kang Conqueror, 4 to cast, human villain, 4/5, flying, power up, pay 8, put a 1/1 counter on Kang. Take an extra turn after this one. During that turn, power up abilities can't be activated. Sure. Cool. I'll take that. And the mythic, the rare foil behind it would be Hawkeye Master Marksman. So what does this guy do? 2 to cast, human archer hero, 2/2, first strike and reach with trick arrows. Whenever Hawkeye becomes tapped, you may pay 1 up to 3 times. When you do, choose up to that many. So you have to choose 1 of each. You can't choose 1 3 times. Okay, so net, target creature can't block this turn. Explosive, Hawkeye deals 2 damage to target player. And boomerang, discard a card, then draw a card. Coolness, nice foil rare. So we'll put that over here. Okay, and then a borderless mountain. And oh, there we go. There's Galactus. That's what we were looking for. Galactus and a squirrel. Squirrel in the superhero pose. Okay, we're moving on to stack number 2. So we ended stack number 1 with 4 mythics. One of them in this special comic card art. So let's see if we can keep the gravy train going. Crowd of True Believers, Cruel Alliance, Helicarrier Strike, Hawk Smash. Okay, Gorilla, Stark Industries Executive, of course, it's Black Widow. AIM Synthoids. Okay, we have Shuri, Wakandan Inventor. This is actually a good card. 2 to cast 2/1. Artifact spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Pay 1, tap. Target artifact control becomes a copy of second target artifact control until end of turn, except this isn't legendary. Activate only as sorcery. Pretty good card. Pretty good card. War Machine, Legacy of Iron. She-Hulk, Jade Defender. Reach Temple for 4 power up. Destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment. Put a 1/1 counter on She-Hulk. And behind that, we have another uncommon. It's Madame Mask. 5 to cast human villain. 3/2 enters connives. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, create a black villain creature token with menace. For the rare, we have a Worlds Within Worlds. 7 to cast sorcery. Exile all creatures. Each player may put any number of creature cards from their hand onto the battlefield, and put all cards exiled this way into their owner's hands. Exile Worlds Within Worlds. Okay, and then we have a Quake Daisy, right? In foil, and then a full art Hell's Kitchen, and a Leviathan token with hexproof and food in the back. Okay, so we'll continue with that. So that was a little bit of a dud. That's fine. We all get that sometimes. So Agents of Hydra, Frozen in Ice, Raft Security Officer, Rapid Rescue, Futurist Forge, Kunlun Warrior, okay, Vibranium Energy Daggers, 1 to cast Indestructible, that equipped creature gets +2/+2 and equipped for 3. And then we have Hex Magic, Echo, again. Then we have Quake, again, so I think it's our 3rd Quake. Then we have a 4th uncommon, it would be Beast, again. Okay, oh, Mythic number 5. Okay, cool. And pack number, what's this, 11. Monica Rambeau, Photon herself. So 3 to cast, Legendary Human Hero, 3/3, Flying Prowess. So 2 red, white, transform Monica, activate only as a sorcery. So you can flip her into Photon, Living Light. But I think because this is an MDFC, you can actually cast Photon as well if you have the mana. It becomes a 4/4 flying hexproof prowess creature, elemental hero. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a 1/1 counter on each other creature you control. That's not bad. Cool. Nice. Nice to have this mythic here. Monica Rambeau, Photon herself. Okay, another Hog Smash, and a Borders Land, and a Soldier token as well. Okay, wow, we have 5 mythics in less than half a box. I think the most I ever opened in one box might have been for, I think, Brothers War. I think I might have opened like 12 or 13 there. But it did include Transformer cards, which a couple of them are mythic by themselves. Okay, Unliving Legionnaire, Shield Deployment Drone, Ant-Man's Army, Volcanic Villain, Call Damage Control, Aerial Doombot. Okay, we have Misty Knight, Hero for Hire. And then we have Yellow Jacket, Punishing Punch. Then we have a rare Quicksilver, cool card. You can, if it's in your hand, you can play it in the battlefield. Haste 1/1, 1 red only. With power up, pay 5, put a 1/1 counter and a double strike counter in Quicksilver, which is pretty good, right? Like, you can have a scenario where there's a board wipe or your stuff gets blown up. You can pay 1 in the early game and have a threat. But in the late game, it comes in, you can pay mana for the power up. Then you have double strike, right? And you can find a way to buff up Quicksilver and make it also a threat even in the late game. So that's cool. Okay, and then we have a foil Aerial Doombot and a plane. Okay, so that was an okay pack. Nothing to write home about, but decent Quicksilver. And I think Quicksilver was one of the first spoiled cards, so people had a lot to say about that. Okay, Murdoch's Crusade, Project Deathlock, borrow backup. Did we not open a pack with similar cards? Okay, Stolen Tarktech, Hydra Assault Robot, Serpent Specialist, Hyra Crew, okay, and a Hydraulic Helper for the commons. Okay, and then we have Agent 13 Sharon Carter, 3 to cast, Human Spy Hero 3/2. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, investigate. Then we have Iron Lad, Diverging Destiny. So 3 to cast, Human Hero 2/2, Flying Vigilance. You may look at the top card of your library at any time. Tap, reveal the top card of the library. If it's an artifact card, draw a card. Okay, I like that. Simple, not expensive, and has utility whether in early or in the late game. And then we have Hulk Gamma Goliath, 5 to cast, 3 in Gruel, 6/5, reach trample, power abilities of other creatures you control cost 3 less. Okay, then you can power up, puts 5/1/1 counters. Okay, and then for the rare we have a World War Hulk. Cool. So World War Hulk, 5 to cast, Saga. First lore counter, next red or green creature spell you cast this turn can be cast without paying its mana cost. Third, a second lore counter, put 3/1 counters target creature you control. Third, choose target creature you control until end of turn, double its power and toughness. It gains trample, so pretty cool. Okay, and then we have AIM Scientists in foil, then PIM Technologies for the land, Soldier, Insect Token. Okay, we are now in the middle of stack number 2, and we've hit the mythic already, which is Monica Rambo. But you sort of tapered off a little bit in terms of the level of hits that we were getting. But let's continue on. Decoy Ploy, G-Growth, Crease, Sentinel, Restorative Technique, Super Suit. Okay, we have a Mr. Hyde Monster Within. Okay, Bullseye, and then Invisible Woman Sue Storm. Okay, can we get a V Mind Stone? No. Oh, okay, it's Falcon. The Mind Stone, rare, borderless. It's in green. It is Epic Fight. So this is sorcery, 3 to cast. Choose one or both. Double target creature's power and toughness on turn, and target creature you control fights target creature and opponent controlled. So actually, it's not bad for 3 if you choose both. That would actually be pretty good. Okay, so I'll put the rare sort of, I'll put that over here. It's a non-foil. Okay, Blazing Crescendo, Stark Industries, Villain Treasure. Okay, so we're still getting some good cards here. Don't ask me what these cards cost value-wise. First, I didn't check. Second, these values will drop down 30% at least about 3 months after pre-release, so shouldn't be too hung up on the price. Okay, Giant Size Flying Ant, Kundun Warrior, Go Nuts, Knight of Wundagore, Dependable Quinjet, Claw Sonic Subjugator. We have a Killmonger, Human Torch Johnny Storm. Okay, 3 to cast flying. Whenever you draw a card, if you control another hero, Human Torch deals 1 damage to target opponent, and you can power up. Okay, and another uncommon, Colleen Wings, Street Samurai. So 2 to cast, 2/2 Human Samurai Hero. Whenever you cast a spell that targets a creature you control, put a 1/1 counter on Colleen Wing. And then Scry 1. That's not bad. Cast a spell that targets a creature you control. Okay. Behind that, the rare would be a Ruinous Wrecking Crew. So it's X black and red, human villain 2/2. Enters with X 1/1 counters on it, and then when it enters, choose up to X. Discard a card, draw a card, target pool loses 2 life, destroy target token. Each player sacrifices a creature of their choice. I think this card has some value. Lots of stuff going on there. Pretty nice. Okay, and then we have a Madame Hydra in foil. And a foil Full Art Mountain. hero, robot, villain. Okay. Last 3 packs now for the second stack. Okay. In terms of mythics, we've not maintained the pace. In fact, we've only opened 1 mythic so far in this stack, which in general, you know, one to 2 mythics per stack is expected. So you end up with potentially 4, as minimum of 4 mythics in a set now. So I think this is we're still definitely within the target. I mean, we have 5 at the moment. So we have Crossbones over here, Super Villain Lockup, Hercules. Okay, and then we have a Shield Helicarrier. So what do we have for the good stuff? Okay, we have a mythic. We were just talking about mythics. We have another mythic here, 00932. It is Captain America Super Soldier. So 1 white. First strike, enters with a shield counter on him. As long as Captain America has a shield counter on him, you and other heroes you control have hex proof. Nice. Okay, so this is sort of a hero themed commander. If it was, I don't know if this will be good in 99, but okay, nice to have Cap on board. Okay, and then we have a foil Pet Avengers, and Hell's Kitchen. Then we have this proxy thing. Okay. Oh, so 3 more packs here for this stack. Okay, so 2 mythics, not bad. I'd love to get maybe at least one more mythic here in this stack. So let's just go through the commons quickly. I think we've seen quite enough of them. For the commons, we have Reptile, Dinomorpher, 1 green, 1/2, Brontosaurus, pay 3. Enter and Reptile becomes a dinosaur here with base power toughness 3, 3/5 and gains vigilance and reach. If pay 6, it becomes a 6/6 creature instead with trample. Okay, interesting. And then we have Ant-Man, Colony Commander. So this is actually quite cool. Whoops. 1 and a Simic. Whenever Ant-Man attacks, may pay 1. When you do, put a 1/1 counter target creature. And whenever you put a 1/1 counter on a creature and create a 1/1 green insect creature token, triggers only once each turn though. Okay, and Death to Our Enemies. It's a plan. New type, 3 to cast. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create a tap treasure token and put a plan counter on this enchantment. When the 4th plan counter is put on this enchantment, sacrifice it. When you do, deal 7 damage, divide you choose among 1 to 2 targets. And then we have Robot Domination. Whenever 1 or more creature cards are put in your graveyard from anywhere, draw a card, lose life, and put a plan on this enchantment. 3rd plan counter is put on enchantment, sacrifice it, create a 2/2 colors robot villain artifact creature tokens. Okay. For the rare, we get a Shield Flying Car. Flash, flying, 3/3, crew 1, enters, exile up to 1 target creature you control. Basically, blink it. Okay, so that's just a regular rare. Putting that over here. And then we have a foil Luke Cage, Stark Industries, and a soldier token with a villain. Okay, last 2 packs now for stack number 2. We have 2 mythics to show for. Okay, let's get through the commons. So we have Pim Particles, sorcery card, target creature gains vigilance and a turn, can't be blocked, draw a card. Nice cantrip there. Okoye, Dora Milaje Leader, forecast human hero, 3/2, enters trade 2/1 white soldier tokens, attacking creature tokens will have first strike. Evil's Thrall, okay, and a Black Widow, double agent. Nice, we got the Black Widow. 3 to cast, Death Touch, 3/2. Whenever creature you control attacks alone, gains first strike and Minache until end of turn. For the rare, we have a Leader, Super Genius. For the cast, Gamma Scientist Villain, 1/3. If a creature you control would connive instead, you draw a card, then that creature connives. Then if your combat, beginning of combat on your turn, target creature you control connives. Oh, and we have a foil rare coming up. It is Doom Reigns Supreme. 2 to cast, Enchantment Plan. When a villain control you enters, each opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life, put a plan counter in this enchantment. When the 5th plan counter is put on the enchantment, sacrifice it. When you do, Target opponent exiles the top 5 cards of their library. You may cast 2 spells from among them without paying their mana cost. This is nice. I think this is something that you can also abuse. Okay, and then we have an island and the void. There we go. We have the void and the Squirtle. Nice. Okay, so I think that was a good pack. I like this Doom Reign Supreme. I think that might have some value. Okay, targeting for one more mythic before we get to the third stack. So last pack magic now for stack number 2. Again, let's go through the commons quickly. Right, we have Spider-Man to the rescue. Wiccan, Rising Magician. Bullseye, that's Death Dealer. For the rare, we have a Gleaming Bastion. So it's one of those lands that we were talking about. Full art, showcase, non-foil. Yeah. And then we have a second rare. It is a Scientist Supreme of AIM. A legendary human scientist villain, 2/2, pay 2 life, copy target activated or triggered ability control from artifact source. You may choose new targets for the copy, activate only during your turn and only once each turn. Interesting. If you can blink it, you can do it again, right? Cool. And then we have a Vision Teen Synthesoized. 3 to cast, 2/2 robot hero, legendary flying, cybernetic senses. Whenever Vision attacks, draw a card if her power is 4 or greater. Then you can power up, put 2/1 counters on it. Okay, we didn't have a mythic there, but okay, I like this Gleaming Bastion. I think this land cycle is quite good. Okay, first pack of the last stack. Here we go. Let's see. Let's try to speed it up as well, and let's not delay any further. Okay, commons. Okay, for the mythics, we start with Thor, Odin's Son. 5 to cast, Flying Vigilance, Prowess, and 4/4. Okay, first time for me to see that. Prowess. Mr. Hyde, Monster Within. 3 to cast, put 1/1 counter on Mr. Hyde. If you remove a counter from a creature you control, you draw a card. Rewrite History. Okay, it's Kang. Oh, okay, we have our first mythic for this stack. Let it be Rancor. Okay, this is a reprint. 1 green and gets +2/+0, has trample, and when this aura is put in the battlefield, return to its owner's hand. Okay, so reprint here of the Hawk there. Mythic, non-foil. And we have a rare to boot at the back. It's Ironheart, Clever Champion. Good card. 5 to cast, 3/4 with improvised flying. Non-creature spells you cast have improvised as well. Nice. Okay. Double rare mythic pack. Okay, and then I Am Iron Man in foil. Okay, moving on to the next pack. Here we go. Let's get the Mind Stone. Okay, let's go through the commons there. Okay, here we go. Political Triumph. So you can see Fisk there. Iron Man, Master of Machines. 4 to cast. So 2 and is it colors, Flying Vigilance, gets 1/0 for each other artifact control. When Iron Man attacks, if an artifact enters the battlefield under your control this turn, you draw 1. Draw a card. And then we have Whiplash, Vengeful Engineer. So whenever Whiplash attacks, if he's equipped, each opponent loses X life. You gain X life for X's number of attachments equipped to him. And then we have Claim the Kingdom. So it's an enchantment plan, 2 to cast. Whenever with landfall, whenever a land you control enters, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control and the plan counter on this enchantment. When the 4th plan counter is put on this enchantment, sacrifice it. When you do, put an indestructible counter on target creature you control. Okay, not bad. Easy to do in the landfall deck. For the rare, we have Loki, God of Mischief. So 2 to cast, God, Sorcerer, Villain, 2/1. Whenever a player or permanent becomes a target ability you control, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. Okay. And Agents of Hydra and a Subterranean Cavern. Okay. So let's move on to the next pack. We still have about 7 packs to go. Let's do this quickly. Okay, we have Hercules, too evil to stay dead. What a card name. And Iron Fist, living weapon, 3 cast human warrior, 2/3. Whenever you cast a spell that targets a creature you control, Iron Fist gains tap. Iron Fist deals damage equal to his power to any other target until end of turn. Okay, and then we have Borderless Showcase for Red Hulk, 6 to cast, 6/7 reach trample. Whenever Red Hulk is dealt damage, put a 1/1 counter on him. When you do, he deals damage equal to the number of 1/1 counters on him to any target. Okay, and then for the rare, we have a Doom Reigns Supreme. So it's a second copy of what we got before. Okay, and then Web Up, Island, Soldier Token, Villain. Okay, next pack. Let's keep going. So we've certainly lost steam from the first, what do you call this? First stack, right? It's not as good, not as powerful, but you know, still cool nonetheless. Okay, here we go. So going through the comments. Okay, we get Captain America Living Legend. 1 Azorius, Vigilance 3/4. When a creature you control becomes tapped during your turn, if it's the first time that creature has become tapped, untap it. We have Jessica Jones, Atuma Matata, and Viv Vision. Okay. The Mind Stone! No. It's Winter Soldier, Icy Assassin. Okay, then put that over there. And then Kang, Temporal Tyrant, in foil, Mountain, Villain, Treasure, Token. Okay, let's continue on. Okay, so okay, commons there. Punishing Punch, Kang, Temporal Tyrant, Team Tactics. Okay, I think this is a good card. And oh, okay, there's the mythic. It's a non-foil. I think it's a reprint. Oh, Counter Spell. Nice, with Iron Man. I didn't know that they had this kind of reprint. Nice, okay. Counter Spell. And we have a rare behind it. Cloak and Dagger Entwined. I think this is a good card. 1 white and black human hero 2/2 with Death Touch and Lifelink. So that's not bad. When Cloak and Dagger enter, choose target opponent up to 1 target creature they control. They reveal their hand. You may exile non-land card from their hand, or the chosen creature until Cloak and Dagger leave the battlefield. So good sort of removal there. Oh, and we have another mythic. So 2 mythics, 1 rare. I'm hoping that this could be the Mind Stone. Is it? No, it's not. It's Avengers Assemble. So what does it do? 5 to cast enchantment flash. Heroes you control get 2/2. At the beginning of each end step, if you attack with a hero this turn or a hero enters the battlefield under your control this turn, draw a card. All right. And an Ultima Drone in foil. Okay, just making a quick check. Mythic count right now. We have 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 mythics. Wow, we hit pay dirt, I suppose. But then again, 2 of those mythics are reprints. So nothing too exciting there except for the nice Marvel themed art. But anyway, let us persist. Supervillain Lockup. Tigra, Feline Fury. Okay, Thirst for Knowledge. And a Borderless Abomination, Terrifying Titan. For the rare, we have an Electra, Daughter of the Hand. So 2 black, Human Ninja Villain 3/3 with Sneak. 1 black. When Electra enters, destroy target creature and opponent controls with power 3 or less. And we have a foil, Visions of Villainy. Oops, this one goes over here. Visions of Villainy, land card, and a token. Okay, last 4 packs now for the box. So far, I think we've hit a couple of good stuff here. Again, really the pay dirt here was in the first, I would say, stack, the first 10 packs of the box, and then after that, the quality of the cards coming out maybe not as good, but still we have about 10 mythics now. Maybe can go up to about 11 or 12. We'll see. So Mockingbird, Ace Agent, for the cast, double strike. Whenever you cast a spell that controls target creature you control, put a 1/1 counter Mockingbird. So this can get out of hand quite fast with double strike. Reptile, Dinomorpher, Robot Domination. And we have a rare Daredevil, Man Without Fear. Okay, so 2 Boros, Human Hero, Vigilance, Haste 3/4 with Radar Sense. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. Whenever you attack, you may exile top card of your library. If that card is a hero card, Daredevil gets +2/+1 till end of turn. You play that card this turn. And we get a second rare. It will be Miss Marvel Kamala Khan in the, I don't know what call this treatment. I don't know. So 3 to cast, 1/4 Mutant Inhuman Hero, Vigilance Reach. You have no maximum hand size. Whenever you cast a spell that targets creature you control, draw a card. Until end of turn, Miss Marvel gains Miss Marvel's base power is equal to the number of cards in your hand. Oh, it's an interesting card design. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Okay, and then we have a Madame Mask in foil. Okay, planes. So, okay, I'm quite happy with that pack. Got Daredevil in there and the Kamala Khan. So, looking for one more mythic. Just one more mythic in the next 3 packs. Hope we can do it. Love to get 2 more. So, Baker's dozen would be great. Right. Okay. Truck Toss. Black Panther Vanguard. What's this? 2 black. 2 green and white. 4/4. Whenever another non-token hero you control enters, choose 1. Create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. Creatures control get 1/1 till the end of turn. Okay. We have Stature Size Shifter. Human Hero 1/1 can be blocked if her power is 1 or less. It has power up. Oh, okay. So there's the mythic that we were looking for. And it will be Tony Stark, an MDFC. So Tony Stark, 2 to cast, Human Artificer Hero, 1/3. Pay 1 tap, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal an artifact card from among them and put it into your hand. You put the rest in the bottom of your library in any order. Then you can pay 6 to transform Tony, because this is an MDFC. He becomes the Invincible Iron Man, so 4, and is it Human Hero 5/5. Flying Haste. At the beginning of combat your turn, you may put an artifact card from your hand onto the battlefield if it's an equipment attached to the Invisible Iron Man. So that's pretty good. Able to cheat out artifacts onto the battlefield. Oh, cool. So I'll put that over here. MDFC, basically 2 creatures. Okay, Roxxon, Forest Hero, Robot Villain. Okay, last 2 packs now. Last 2 packs. Oh, sorry, this is a mythic. So mythic goes over here. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mythics. Okay, last 2 packs now. Hoping for one more mythic. One more mythic, and I think we'll call it a day. So Swordsman, Sharp Scoundrel, Speed, Young Avenger, Rick James, bitch. All right. And then a full art Human Torch, Johnny Storm. Okay, do we get a mythic here? Is this a mythic? No, it's a rare. And it is the Arc Reactor, which we already got. And the foil, borrow, backup, Fisk Tower, and a proxy sort of thing. Okay, last pack magic. Now, oops, sorry, drop that. Let me just realign our cards over here and over there. Okay, here we go. Hopefully we get something good. Fingers crossed, guys. Last pack magic. Treat us well, please. Okay. Again, let's go through the commons. Okay, land here. Here we go. Ronin, Shadow Stalker. 3 to cast Rogue Human Hero, 3/3, pay 2 life, add 2 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to cast equipment spells or activate equipment abilities. Sack an equipment, target creature gains -4/-4. We get an Avengers Tower. Okay. Add colorless, add any color, spend to cast a hero or activate a hero, ability of hero. Okay. 4 top 3 cards of your library, reveal hero, put it in your hand. Okay, and we have a White Widow free agent. Is this Elena Belova? For the cast, human hero villain 2/3. When White Widow enters, choose one. Put a 1/1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. Return target artifact or enchant card from graveyard to hand. And then Titania, Rugged Rumbler. So, do we get a mythic? Do we get a... No, it's a rare. It's Agent Phil Coulson. 2 to cast, human spy hero with vigilance. 2/2. Tap, put a 1/1 counter on each other hero you control. Okay. And that would be it. Foil, dependable Quinjet, Birin Zana Plaza, and a soldier token. Okay, so I think overall this was not a bad box. We did get another Squirrel Girl early on. We also got Quicksilver. We got what do you call this? Captain America, Monica Rambeau, Thor is there. The Coming of Galactus. I love Galactus as a character, and this Miss Marvel Kamala Khan I think would be super good. And Ironheart actually is also a good card. Okay, and if there are any good ones, please let me know in the comments. But until then, guys. Okay, guys, sorry. Let me take a take backsies here because I totally forgot that we had dessert served from our LGS. We have 2 promo packs from Secrets of Strixhaven. So let's get to opening these 2 guys and let's see what sort of gravy we got. Okay, so these are notoriously hard to open, but okay, no pull tab here. But anyway, let's do our best not to damage these cards. Okay, I think we got it. All right, there we go. So what I'll do is I will get the promo common in front first. Okay, here we go. We get Witherbloom Charm in the promo pack art. 2 to cast. You may sacrifice permanent. If you do, draw 2 cards. You gain 5 life, or destroy target non-land permanent with mana value 2 or less. All right, and then behind that we have a rare. It is Geometer's Arthropod. So it's a Simic Fractal Crab 1/4. Geometer. Yeah. Okay. Whenever you cast a spell with X in its mana cost, look at top X cards of your library, put one of them into your hand, and rest them on your library in a random order. And for the second rare, we get a Lumbering World Wagon, and this is coming from Aetherdrift. So it's a 3 to cast artifact vehicle. This vehicle's power is equal to the number of lands you control, and whenever this vehicle enters or attacks, you may search your library for a basic land card, put it in the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. Crew 4. Hey, you know, I was actually looking for this card. I totally forgot, but yeah, this is something that I can use in my landfall deck. Cool that I got it. Nice. Okay, so I'll put that over here. Okay, and then the promo card, I'll just put that over there. Next, we have the foil promo pack. Hopefully you get something good here. Hopefully we get something good. Okay. Right, there you go. Again, let me put the promo card up in front first. And maybe I'll put the Strixhaven card in the back. So that'll be the last one. So we get a foiled Silver Quill Charm. So 2 charms. So choose one. Put 2 1/1 counters target creature. Exile target creature with power 2 or less. And each opponent loses 3 life. And you gain 3 life. Oh, we have a mythic. Up in the back, it's a foil. It's from Foundations. Let's try to guess. 5/5. Oh my gosh. Is this the Bloodthirsty Conqueror? Oh, that's a hit, guys. That is seriously a hit. Yeah, probably one of the most valuable cards in the set from Foundations. And we got a foil promo card. Beautiful foil promo card as well. So, I don't know if we're going to get a mythic in the back from Strixhaven, but let's see. Okay, it's just a rare. I'm fine, whatever it is. we get a arrow. Nice. This is a great removal spell. And in some cases, you can even use it as a ramp to add, a basic land card for yourself. But this is a fantastic foil promo pack. So we get a Bloodthirsty Conqueror for our next mythic over here for this unboxing. And then we get an Erode foil promo. So I'll put the promo there with Lumbering World Wagon, again, that I was looking for here as well. So that's it, guys. Amazing, amazing unboxing. I mean, the promo cards put us over the top. Great stuff. All right, again, thanks for joining me. Take care. Bye.